So, I may have taken that too far. I mean, I was quick with the pillow so nobody heard him scream, but fuck! I just had to know. He was more than happy to start talking after Wyatt is working on some kind of golem. He was at the construction site getting an item to finish them. That crazy-ass thing that I saw was a prototype. But it can't just be a golem. The way it acted, the way it moved, it was making decisions, not following orders. If that was a prototype, then the final product will be... What I saw was beyond anything any of the guilds have put forth. And for that to only be the beginning... Damn. I have no earthly idea what the hell Wyatt intends for this thing. But I can guarantee goddamn to you that will be on his fucking ass every step of the way.
Alright, y'all ready to get this shindig kicked off?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So I believe where we left off is you guys had just pulled into the warehouse.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And sent messages off to two priests, so Kravitz and Broderick. So, and they are
9th level clerics.
No.
Maybe we can get some scrolls. Maybe we'll figure it out.
Please figure it out.
I'll take some scrolls.
Either take the 24 hours off or figure it out.
Take your spells.
I just want to say, those of us who are actually 40 plus are kind of offended that you're freaking out about being 40.
It's not that.
Yeah,
it's that one day I was 27 and now I'm 40. A lot of my life just disappeared without me living it.
Well, let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, because
40 is not that terrible.
A lot of my life just went by without me actually living it. Also, you could die tomorrow. We're lucky that we fixed the bird thing.
Well, yeah, we retconned the bird age.
Otherwise, Tseer would be like.
Tseer would just be in his old age.
Yeah, that would have made the last fight difficult.
Okay, so go on.
So yeah,
moving on.
Look, we're
so
bitter.
yeah, so let's, I guess they get there, like, both messages had a sense of urgency to them, so our priests are gonna get there, Kravitz is gonna get there first, Broderick's gonna get there later, Kravitz just happens to be closer, so yeah, he's, like, at the gate, because you guys came in the gate, locked the gate, then went into the man's just sitting in the middle of the warehouse after I clappered off the mushrooms.
What time is it?
It's late. Let's say it's like 11:30, midnight-ish.
Okay.
And it's like and the weather has gotten like particularly shitty outside. It's like mush snowing. Like, you know how it's like that big, wet, awful, shitty snow. So So
Okay.
it's cold as fuck in this warehouse because it's a warehouse.
Tseer is very fluffy.
Oh.
So cool.
Oh, the fluffiest bird.
I was just gonna say Cora's gonna call him to work, but it's probably too early for that.
Yeah.
It seems suspicious.
Yes.
Yeah, calling into work at midnight definitely says you've been partying.
Calling in drunk at midnight.
So so Kravitz comes in, like I sort of leads him in because she like spotted him out near the out the thing, like brings him in. He's like, I got your. Kravitz, whatever, doesn't matter. So I got your Tessa. It kind of looks around at everybody else there. He's
We're
like,
all looking real rough.
Oh yeah.
you guys
Everybody's
look
rough.
fucked up. He's like,
Actually, were we still awake? I can't remember.
No, you
We
guys got
woke
pulled
up.
up.
Oh, we did got woke up.
I did wake you up
At some point, yes.
Yeah.
The card
I
chase.
quit.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I
helped
quit
in
keeping
the
you in a
purchase.
purposeful
That's right.
coma.
I forgot about that. Yep, that's true. We are not in a coma. That's good. Magic coma.
It's like, are you guys okay?
For certain values of okay, we're okay.
Okay.
Could you be more cryptic?
We have uncovered, at great personal cost, what we believe is the heart of the Raven Queen. And I really just couldn't think of anybody better to bring in on this than you.
So he looks at you, very concerned.
This is when I wave a hand and the back of the truck opens.
Yeah.
So I'm
just gonna do this. Like
I'm gonna give him-
I'm tired. I'm just like whatever. And then the back of the truck opens, giant red crystal.
I'm going to give him the whole story.
Okay.
Okay, the debriefing version of what has gone on.
Okay.
Okay.
So that takes a hot minute, probably about 10-15 minutes after Kravitz gets there. Broderick arrives. I brings him into because she seems perturbed that people can't figure out a fence.
She's so feisty.
I know. Well, she's having a bad night.
Calm down.
She's having the worst night.
Having a rough night. Yeah.
Yeah. So he kind of comes in halfway through your story. You have to start over.
Damn it.
But they're both kind of they're looking at it and they're looking at each other because for one they don't know each other.
We should introduce them.
Yeah.
Probably.
Hello there. I'm Kravitz. Oh, hi there. I'm Broderick. Thanks.
Networking. This is a networking opportunity.
In which Brian is just talking to himself.
Yeah, half an hour of Brian being all the NPCs in this room.
Oh, there's 4 of them now.
There's 4 of them now. Yes.
No, 5 if you count Awakening.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Facts.
But yeah, so they kind of converse with you guys, getting a lay of the land and just looking at the heart and just kind of being this is excited because this is not a thing that they either want to Kravitz more so because he's
an academic.
Huh? Well, Kravitz is an actual priest of the Raven.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Broderick is very excited because he's an academic. They're both very excited for different reasons. But they're also concerned because this is not an object that should exist.
Yep.
And if it was an object that existed, they understand it's one of those things where the mentality of okay, keeping this thing hidden away, that makes perfect sense. It's not you wouldn't put this in the middle of a room as a display piece but it's also not prophesied to have any real there's no stories of it cropping up and causing any kind of chaos or anything like that. But also that temple's real fucking weird.
Yeah.
So they're all just kind of they're both trying to micro process what's going on, conversing with each other, throwing out because Broderick's throwing out actual theological theorem, while Kravitz has a lot more detailed knowledge about the actual history of the Raven Queen by comparison.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a thing that they're talking about. Meanwhile, I guess I'll update all of the NPCs. Meanwhile, Odo's still kind of sitting in the passenger seat in the van, just kind of staring up at the top of the van, looking
My life sucks.
yeah. they're healed up from where
Yeah,
they got
I
hit
healed them.
from the wall of fire, but their undercut is So like it's all the hair is fine on one side, but like instead of being a close shave, like it's gone in patches because it doesn't. Healing spells don't regrow hair, and like you're still pretty hurt. At some point, like I is also kind of like just chilling out nearby, and Kravitz says to her, he's like, kind of looks at her sort of concernedly. He's like, do I know you? You look really familiar. And then she looks really mad.
Who said that?
Kravitz said that to I. And
Because her dad, right?
yeah. And so I kind of gets perturbed. It's like, I'm gonna go make some coffee. It just is out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
And so, if you guys want to interact with any of those things, they're happening.
Okay.
Or I can just keep describing what all of my dollhouse keeps doing. Like,
what does... I'm going to ask Kravitz about the dream sequence that happened.
okay.
And if he has any ideas of what that might mean.
He is... It is not terribly uncommon because he deals with people who have come close to death and deals with death a lot because, like, you know, the Temple of the Raven Queen is kind of like a real fancy mortuary. But he's like, you know, I deal with people who talk about coming face to face with her often. The house sounds weird, like
It seemed like she was in some kind of trouble.
Yeah, I've never heard of her being like... that description does not line up with what I've heard before from other people's things. So I don't know if this was like it could have just been like it could have been a near-death thing.
It wasn't a near-death thing.
Well, I'm not saying that it is just that.
Dare you discount my experiences?
I'm not discounting your experience. I'm just saying, like, it's like it's definitely like it doesn't sound like that, and it could be that, but I don't know. You have a different connection than most folks do. But what she's talking about, I have to do some research, but I don't know who the her that she would be speaking about would be referring to.
Could it be what's whoever that stole the heart? Could it be?
No, that was Orcus.
Orcus.
Yeah.
Could it have been Orcus?
Well, Orcus is a dude generally.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm very.
And also,
very
he's like
brain.
I mean,
It's been a long night.
Yeah, it's fair. I mean, he's the prince of, like, you know, he's generally worshipped by necromancers, and that doesn't. It could be some kind of warning about like a necromantic incursion, or like some kind of one of the other saying she and invading the like. It sounds like something's trying to invade the material plane. So maybe she's speaking about the only deities I can think of are like Loth, who would be trying to make some kind of incursion. I don't know.
Seshmir, don't you worship something? What is that thing?
That was, or like Kravitz, like that seems a little dismissive of somebody.
It's been a long night.
I don't worship, I serve the nameless goddess and am dedicated to bringing her back into the world to save us all.
Do you like
That's
keep
like,
that
that's
on a
good for you, I
post-it
guess.
note or something?
What's that?
Do you like keep that on a post-it
Hey,
note or
Kravitz, it
something?
seems really
He
I
has
have
literature.
Actual brochures. Actual brochures.
Yeah, he does. He's handed out literature in the park before.
I just took one.
In the meantime, what is this thing for? What does it do, and what should we do with it?
I don't know. We're gonna have to like. This is not like a. We're gonna have to study this. Like we don't know what it because there's not. We know that it was her heart was torn out by Orcus, and that like violent act is the thing that helped her ascend to goddesshood and take her place like on the veil. But I mean, it obviously does like it has to do something the way that you describe it. Like no one goes through that much trouble to hide up just a pulsing ruby. I don't know. No one's ever no one's ever found this thing. We're in uncharted territory. I'll find some scriptures. It's just I wasn't
You weren't prepared.
Yeah, and Broderick's in the same thing. He's like, I really like to, we need to take this back somewhere.
No.
Like, study it.
Okay, so at some point, whenever Broderick, I'm almost sitting on a chair or something, I'll put Broderick over. Before they showed up, I wanted to have taken the gauntlet and put it back in the back in holding for a moment.
Fair.
So when Broderick and I comes over and talk, I want to explain to him that so here's how we know, or this is why we believe it's this thing is the heart of the Raven Queen, and I want to explain to him that I'll explain to him about awakening, basically, about how we found her, and her usefulness or lack of usefulness, either way, so far. But before I intend to introduce him to her, but I wanted to explain before I explain, I wanted to just so you know, awakening seems to have been capable of breaking the dimensional barriers in a bag of holding, and going from this stone, which I pull the stone, to where she resides now.
Okay.
So before you interact with her, you should probably know that. So we don't know exactly what she is. She says she doesn't know what she is, but
I've run into occasionally magical items that were powerful enough to sort of form their own baseline sentience. It's not uncommon. Yeah, it's not unheard of. It's uncommon. It's not. Yeah. Typically, those things are pretty either locked up or powerful. So, but
so then I pull out the gauntlet and do the whole put my hand out, a little hologram thingy, and as I awakening, beat Broderick. This is awakening. She believes that this is the heart of the Raven. Yeah, the Raven Queen.
Awakening's I suck. And so I guess she gives a rundown of what she knows about it. She didn't have time really to explain to you.
Right, it was
had way bigger problems.
There was a phoenix sorcerer,
So the reason that she is pretty sure this is the heart of the Raven Queen is, for one, it's just giving off, and both the priests can sort of tell this. It's coming off of there's energy coming off this thing in waves.
Yeah.
And it lines up with historical, or not historical, but theological texts about what happened. It's giving off a consecrated, positive energy that has this tinge of darkness to it. It feels she'll tell you the same thing.
But it is a consecrated object.
Yeah, Kravitz will tell you the same thing. It feels like death, but not in a malicious way. In that this is it is a force of nature, and that is just how it is. It's not death in a malicious way. It's not necromantic energy. It just feels like the absence of life. Which is a thing that they awakening could tell that immediately, because she is a magical being and she can just feel this just pouring off this thing. And Kravitz is really close to that because a lot of his rituals have that same feeling going through him. And so that's why it makes sense to her, because if you had just shown this to Kravitz and Broderick, they probably would have come to the same conclusion without outside information. She's processed it way quicker. She's she can just database process oh, what is this thing? And do it a lot. She can just do what they would have been able to do just a lot quicker because she knows how to read energies. Yeah. So. And it matches up with it ticks off a lot of boxes. They could still be, all three of them could still be wrong about this, but they don't feel like they are.
Yeah. The question we have now is, what are we going to do with it?
Yeah, they don't.
And also, what were the keepers doing?
Yeah. All three of them are we don't know what it does, but it probably does do something.
Yeah, and the
heart of a god probably has some kind of power.
Right, and the other big question is, the keepers are ostensibly mostly Raven Queen worshippers.
Not necessarily.
It's everybody. It's a collection of everybody.
Okay, I assume that a lot of them, because of their focus on anti-necromancy, there would be a majority
don't like necromancy, but a lot of the they have different, because they have 3 different branches. They're a big mix of everybody.
Okay. Well, I would assume there would be at least a faction who would balk at the heart of the goddess being kept in a crazy, weird room with ghosts.
Yeah.
So that does not bode well on what's going on at the Keepers.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. So.
So while y'all are discussing this, I want to go talk to Odo.
Okay. Odo is just like chilling.
Cora's probably in the van with them
That's
still.
fair. Like there's not a lot of.
She's not much.
No
help
one,
out there.
for whatever reason, no one's followed I to like the break room where there's actually climate control. So I'm just saying, like, it's just cold in this warehouse, and you're all just sitting in the cold.
I mean, could suggest that.
Don't necessarily want to take my eyes off this thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's right. So I'm gonna go up to Odo, and basically I'm gonna just be like,
I'll keep an eye on it if you want to go check on I.
No. Thank you.
Okay, I'll go talk to I for you.
Which is worse?
You're the actual devil.
Yeah, we're all worried about
No, he
this
just serves the
crazy,
actual devil.
crazy chaotic force he's bringing into the world. There's just him, though. We gotta worry about him.
Or Jim.
and just really just be like, thank you, because like I literally don't know what I would have done if you hadn't like taken them somewhere safe.
It's just, I mean, I don't know. We talk a lot in our propaganda and stuff against the guilds about fighting the guilds. I just never realized I would have to like physically fist fight the guilds. And also, that was insane. I've never run up against somebody like that. He was like a force of fucking nature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not many things you have to kill twice.
Yeah. Also, he killed like a lot of people that Odo knew.
Over
right in
and
front of
over.
him.
Over and over.
I mean, he didn't.
I also have
They
to deal
didn't like Wilhelmina.
Yeah, but now I have to go back to. Like, I have to report this to the rest of everybody, and it's gonna be real hard to convince them that I didn't kill Wilhelmina. I've got no one to corroborate this story that's not direct tied to me.
What about me? Would they believe me?
Direct tie to me.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not necessarily a
first
direct
person
tie.
connection.
Yeah.
But
We did kill Malik. That's
like
gotta
right
say, that's
on
gotta
the
be something
tails of
with
thanking
him.
you.
They
I
gotta
also
like us
have
for
to
something,
ask you
right?
another favor. I also have to ask you another favor.
Going
Well
there.
done. Well done.
Gonna kind of rub their back like it's okay.
It's okay, but also, can I borrow $10?
Yeah,
No.
good setup. Well done.
Thanks
No.
for saving my parents. Sorry you got burned. Can I borrow 50
Yeah,
bucks?
and?
No. Like I need you to take this letter and this money to my parents, and just like they need to find another life somewhere that's not here. And you can take whatever cut of this money that you feel is fair for this.
I don't
But,
need
like-
money.
I don't need money, he says.
Yeah.
I'm here giving you more money than I have ever seen in my entire life. I don't need money.
Yeah. I don't need your money. I'm okay. Like,
Okay, right? No,
this is my-
I get what you're
this is what I chose
trying to
to do,
say.
yeah.
That isn't what came out of your mouth. But yeah, but
Finger
like,
discount for
Patches
Odo.
in my head.
It's like leopard's fuzz now.
right? But like, if you could do that for me, I would be in your debt.
Okay. I can get that stuff to them. Yeah, I can probably do that.
Going to try to get the attention of the priests for a moment,
Yeah.
to the effect that a few people here need some more healing than I can provide.
Okay.
And 2 of them were artificially aged by the ghosts in that
12 years.
terrible pit.
Okay. So Broderick calls you guys over because he's like an actual cleric. Travis has no powers. He's like, come here, you two.
Uh-huh.
This is like starts going over you. What level does he need to be?
It's a 5th level spell.
What level do you get 5th at?
I don't know. think like 9th. Something like that, probably.
Consult the player's handbook. Oh, dun dun dun.
I even returned it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
This is not really a book.
8. Or, sorry, 7. That'd be 7th level.
Okay.
That's not so bad. That's only 2
Oh, no,
levels higher than
for
us.
5th level spells, sorry, that'd be 9th, yeah.
Okay.
No.
And what kind of cleric are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I am a war cleric.
Okay, so he probably
He
because
is-
he worshipped Morden as well.
Yeah, he's
What are
like
Morden's domains? He has 2 domains. Right?
Yeah.
We'll
the
just go with war.
It
I'm
was
just gonna
war and.
What race did we decide Broderick was?
Do I have that on here?
I don't know if we ever. I don't
think we ever really like settled on anything. Probably a dwarf. Yeah, he was a dwarf.
Oh yeah, that's right. He was a dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably like a mountain dwarf.
Yeah.
I feel like they're all the same
That one was
traits.
particularly crazy.
Okay. Ooh, ooh.
Oh, it was
Much better.
Morden's like war and probably the new Forge domain.
It is better. You're right.
And table talk. So,
Yeah, sorry about that, folks.
what
I'm
are we?
having to do like
what are we-
actual nitty gritty DM stuff
What
here.
are we doing next, friends?
Well, we need to move the Heart of the Raven Queen somewhere that's not the middle of this warehouse that, mobsters run out of.
Someplace that we.
I mean, I feel
trust.
like I at least has control over the warehouse, so
And-
she can keep people from coming here.
Right, but we don't really want to put that on I if we don't have to. If there's another
Right.
place that we can go that is less trafficked than this warehouse, then we need to go there.
Yeah.
And I can babysit it. I don't have a job anymore. So
Oh.
Okay,
as long as someone brings me
It just means your
Again.
employee-employer relationship
but
with
then
Wyatt
you
has
can't
ended.
leave it. We need to find somebody that we trust, and I just really don't. I don't know.
Yeah, it's everybody in this room.
I don't know. Yeah, basically, it's the people in this room, and that's it.
You can put it in my office.
So
No.
Try to help
We
around
could put it
here.
in the bar. Don't you have a downstairs area?
I mean,
I really don't want to be putting more things in his highly visible
Yeah.
bar.
But they would never expect that.
I mean, at this point, I think the bar's not as safe as it once was. We are
just
too.
put it in the middle of the street.
We're just too visible. We're just too visible.
Look,
Put an ad on
between I and
Craigslist.
Odo, there has to be another
Need to
safe house
hide my
somewhere
truck.
that we can go to.
Odo's like, I'm not. This is not a secret that we could like. I can't. I would have to do this 100% by myself, and I can't put any guard. Like I don't.
Okay.
I work with a lot of spies.
Okay, I think at this point we need to rent a secret hideout where none of us
Oh
live,
my god.
where we don't actually, go
You mean
to day to day.
A secret hideout. I believe what Seshmir is describing is a goddamn storage unit.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is exactly what I'm talking about.
Our top secret storage unit.
Climate
Yes.
controlled.
We've got
How
this.
soon can we get that?
With couches.
We've got
The
this.
Doobie Van.
How soon
Now
can we
need
get
a
that?
You got any more?
Are there
I'll go in
24-hour
and
storage
talk to
places
I.
around here?
Okay.
Probably.
All right. So we'll
they
talk
all
to I here in a
24?
second.
Okay, I need to go use
So
the bathroom.
Broderick is like, so I can fix you guys. For one, I don't really have everything I need to do this. I need, for one, I can, right now, at least today, like right this second, I can only fix one of you.
Fix her.
Okay.
But I'm the one who's more pissed about it, but probably it makes more sense to fix you first. I'm just angry.
And I need,
She's a selfless monk. You're a soulless administrator. Just go with it.
I want to move up in the world.
My appearance doesn't matter. Eventually, I stop aging.
Fix me.
okay. Roger kind of looks like, oh, okay.
But you were going to say something.
Yeah, I need a diamond.
You need diamond dust.
Yeah, well, we can turn one of those. We can turn the diamond into dust.
How much is a diamond?
I need $100, like
Diamond
100
dust.
gold diamond, like a pretty decent looking
Per diamond, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we have that between us. I've got, yeah.
You guys have a diamond?
No.
No, we have to go out and get it.
We'll go buy one, right? That's
Yeah.
how this works.
I'll be back.
Magical pawn shop time. I realized this was an intro to the magical pawn shop.
You have a great sword while you're at it.
Is that correct?
Why?
If there's change left over.
Only within.
Don't you have a great sword?
Yeah, but I want a magic one. Don't you want a
They
magic
know they
weapon?
aged.
I don't.
Oh, is it 24 hours?
I don't use
Says,
weapons.
but only
I
within
have a
24
dagger.
hours of it.
Oh yeah, that's
occurring.
right. That's
Yeah.
true.
Plus one
Yeah,
clip.
he-
Yeah,
yeah, he
otherwise
put
it
that-
becomes
Why
fire.
do Snickers keep
Yeah, no,
getting
he told us
cute?
that before.
I keep arguing her out to her. They're her favorite toy.
Oh, I thought that she was getting them out of the trash, and so that's why I threw that one away.
Oh, it's
Look,
over here.
Look,
buddy.
if we
I
went
got
to
a whole bunch of them in
this
this
is a
bag.
world
She threw
high
the
level
later,
wizard
freaked out.
magic.
Yeah.
We could go to a wizard supply shop and they
Yeah,
would. I mean,
somebody can
it
give
would
you
be
a-
expensive, but we could get 100 GP of diamond dust
Yeah.
or 200 GP of diamond
Well,
dust.
it is the middle of the night,
Yes.
so it's midnight. So you guys have time to get enough diamond dust, but if you want to
no
get
wizards.
Oh, come on.
well,
There's 24
technically not
hours.
a, it's technically not a wizard spell.
That's true. Okay.
But there's still going to be 24-hour supplies. for it.
Magical
Yeah.
components.
I mean,
stores.
honestly, like what Broderick
know.
kind of puts forth is like we can just get me a scroll too. Like I can do it twice. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then I don't have to worry. We can just get a scroll and the dust, and then I can do it. I didn't.
Prepare.
Yeah, I wasn't. Maybe you should have put that in the letter. Or
I didn't know at the time. We
Use
were
your
in a hurry.
How did you not know? I'm very loudly angry about this.
I actually don't know about the greater restoration thing.
It's not his thing.
That's what. That's
Well,
way
he-
higher than. That's a cleric
That's
spell, and
above
I'm only
his
a
pay
first
grade.
level cleric.
yeah,
Oh, muffin.
like
All right, so
Someone
we need
dropped
to
out
go
of
to the
cleric. I
magical
did.
pawn
I did,
shop,
in
and we
fact,
need
do
to
that.
go to
didn't
the
drop out of clerical.
and we need to
No, I
find
graduated.
Cleric school
He just changed his
dropout.
major.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we need to find the
18
magical
times.
24-hour self-storage place.
yeah. Okay, so you're gonna go talk to I.
Yeah.
Let's talk to I, who is you come into like what is essentially like a garbage little break room with like a refrigerator and like a tiny little like stove, and there's like a
Like
Mhm.
halfling size things?
no, just like
No, just, like,
normal
small.
ass-
Okay.
Like
yeah.
tiny apartment small.
Okay.
Yeah, like small apartment, like shitty
Am
stove.
I gonna feel like
like-
the Jolly Green Giant in here?
No, you're just gonna feel cramped.
Yeah. So but
Like in a good warehouse break room.
So there's like a pot of coffee on the stove,
Get that
and
cute.
it's like kind of bright in here because it's dark for the most part, and because she didn't turn on all the lights in the warehouse when you guys came in, because she's in fact a criminal and knows how to do criminal stuff. And she's just like sitting in a chair, like over a cup of coffee, just like, oh Jesus, sort of looking haggard.
Hey.
I'll say I'm finding accents.
Are you okay?
I'll be fine, I guess.
You'll be fine? Or like there's some clerics out here who could like
I
heal you?
nothing ain't broken anymore, so
Okay. Thanks for bringing us to your super secret hideout.
y'all have been here before.
Yeah, but we broke in that time.
Well, also it ain't like a hideout; it's a warehouse.
Well, thanks for bringing us to your warehouse where you do your nefarious daring do or whatever.
That's a backhanded compliment if I ever heard it.
Hope we didn't jeopardize your situation here at all.
That's a solid dodging of the word career. It's a good job.
Right. We're gonna try to find a place to put this thing.
That's probably a good idea
That's
because I
not
can't leave here
here.
much longer.
And we've got to get some things together for Tseer and Cora to get their ages restored.
I must miss something, Jesus.
Um,
I mean, they looked real tired, but goddamn.
Whatever. Hey.
Not important.
So, a lot happened.
That's an
and
understatement.
Do you want to talk about what happened before I leave.
I have to wake up tomorrow, open up this here warehouse, watch it, and I imagine at some point I'll get some kind of shipment that I've got to deal with, because I don't get to call in sick generally in this particular line of work. So right now, I do not want to. I'm going to generally try and just push this way down, just way down, and
Right.
unpack it later when I get a chance. So possibly later, yes. Also, there's like a pawn shop a block away. It's probably still open. It's definitely still open. I definitely have never been there before.
Okay, I'm just gonna poke my head out the door. Hey, there's a pawn shop a block away. I'm gonna stay here with the thing. Come back when you've got the thing, and I'm gonna close the door.
I'll take
Okay.
Kukulon and go out and grab the dust.
I'm gonna go with him.
Okay, cool. We'll do that here in a second.
So,
There's a pawn shop a block away. You guys walk outside.
wait.
We needed
which block?
directions.
We'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out. This wandering a block
Wait, I
radius.
prepared a spell for this actually.
Hey Jenkins, can you fly around and
No.
find this pawn shop for
Learn the
us?
direction to closest named or described kind of specific object within 1,000 feet.
Wait, I'm not done.
1,000 feet's pretty good.
I'm not done with I.
That's fair.
So,
Mostly she's getting rid of us.
no. No.
We'll turn the music up in the van if you need some time.
Oh. We are not gonna get busy on top of the heart of the Raven Queen.
Yes!
That's a story.
Wow.
Let me meld into the rock.
I thought y'all were just gonna
Oh
talk
my
privately,
God.
but damn.
Jesus. Fuck.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways.
Jesus.
Okay. I'm good at looking pretty, but not good at words.
I've established as much. Yeah.
So,
I think I'm pretty.
She did just call you pretty, I guess.
I
So,
guess.
Yeah.
That's a backhanded compliment if I've ever heard it.
Yeah.
I mean, tit for tat.
We've had a bad night.
Tit for tat. So that ghost thing that we killed, that who was that? Someone that you recognized?
No. Couldn't have. It ain't nobody I recognize.
I mean, it was a halfling samurai.
There are only
Do you
so many of
remember-
those in existence.
Do you remember the unpack this later?
I like how samurais are like American Southern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize him because that couldn't have been him. He's dead. For one, I know that he got buried in that armor, so that ain't his armor. I don't know what that was. I will.
Someone is unaware of how ghosts work. Anyways.
I don't know what that was. I don't generally ever I kind of just never want to find out what it was, to be perfectly honest. That whole thing. There was a lot going on there. And there's just a lot going on.
You've said as much.
Yeah. There is, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. It ain't what I was expecting to deal with going down there.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
I realized that is a general consensus amongst everybody. I ain't saying that you had it planned or nothing.
No,
But-
I didn't. Did you think I had it planned?
No,
Does it seem like I had it planned?
no. That's
Did
why I
it seem
said
like
you.
we had a plan at all?
Nah.
Like this conversation.
Not even a little bit.
Nah, there ain't no. It's not like it's just.
Our band name is Wing It.
I'm trying to have this sincere moment, okay, guys? Jesus.
It's fine, we're not really there.
No, he's telling us all through his telepathy.
Yes.
We're just eavesdropping the whole thing, Compton. We're
Shit.
horrible people. We're horrible people.
But she it's like it's not like I thought you guys knew what we were getting into in there. Everybody was confused. It's just it is so far beyond what I was expecting to find. Like I just wanted answers and see what they sent him into that goddamn basement to get, and now we know what it is, and it is way more. So I don't know.
Just only more questions.
Yeah,
Here are the top
Whoa.
and
results.
no answers.
The first is from YouTube.
Why?
What are you doing, Emmy?
I didn't type anything. But the first result is from YouTube for whatever I didn't type.
We're good at
Okay,
serious moments,
well,
guys.
You know, that's fair, and I'll definitely keep you in the loop on this if you want to be kept in the loop. I mean, I understand if you don't want to be kept in the loop, and if you don't, then I'll not keep you in the loop. But if you want
Just call her pretty again,
if you want
please.
to be in the loop, then I'll keep you there.
For the love of God.
I'm sorry, so are you going to keep her in the loop or not?
You all role play awkward and see how far you get.
It's just normal state of being.
It's good.
It's just
She looks up at her cup of coffee at you, and she's just like, her eyes are, there's like bags under her eyes. There's also still like blood, just dried blood on her face from where she got the shit kicked out of her from Wyatt. There's a burn spot in the front of her chest from where she got hit with a lightning bolt.
Fun times.
Yeah.
Good memories.
But she's just like, I'm not 100% sure where on the loop I want to be, but I'll give you a shout. Like I don't know. I maybe need a couple of days off of the loop.
Get me off of Mr.
Yeah.
Bones Wild Ride.
okay.
Oh.
We're
Oh.
on a break!
That I understand. Okay. Well, thanks. And as soon as we can get out of your warehouse, we'll be out of your warehouse.
Well, y'all don't have to like rush out or nothing. Just there's also a place. There is a. If you're looking for some place to store it, they may have somebody in the front office right now. I don't know. They're probably whoever's in that front office is probably asleep. But there's definitely a storage facility a little bit further down the river. They don't ask a lot of questions. They have a very particular clientele. So they may be a good option for
Particular clientele, you mean criminals?
y'all. No, just folk who want to be criminals.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, criminals.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe in a few days.
Maybe.
Okay.
Probably. Yeah.
Probably.
I need a couple of days off of the getting my ass kicked by some crazy ass fucking fire ass motherfucking CEO. So.
Right. Okay. Well. Bye.
Oh. Okay. Scene. Okay. All right. So you weirdos are going to go to the magical pawn shop.
Yep.
It
I
is.
stayed behind.
Okay, yeah.
Probably,
You find it in what would be neon in any other universe, but it's some kind of like enchanted illuminated sign with one letter out.
Nice.
It says it is Monty Tyndall's Fine Imports and Exports.
Which letter is out?
Wow.
Both ends are out.
Nice.
So
Yep.
So you guys come in a little buildings, and it's just like is the quintessential dirty, shitty like pawn shop. It's like one room. There's stuff stacked around.
Mm-hmm.
It all looks kind of like garbage. And there is a like a dwarven guy sitting out back behind the counter who's like reading a book and does not acknowledge your existence at all, even though you're probably only like 20 feet away from him.
Is there any section around that looks like just wizard spell components? I mean, what kind of pawn shop is this? Is just like
it looks like a garbage, but there's a lot of guitars, and a couple of.
So it's just a normal items pawn.
Yeah,
shop.
it looks like a normal ass pawn shop.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And he's not. He's just like. Generally, just not acknowledging your all's existence.
You want to take this? Or you want me to do it?
I'm gonna go up to the counter and put 200 gold pieces on the counter and
No,
say
you
we
can?
need 2
I didn't
diamonds.
Okay, I didn't know you were there.
I didn't know she was there.
I
Or
didn't
he was there.
Damn stealth birds.
Yeah. Freaking
They
bird
drop from the sky.
bird ninjas.
What, you put 200 gold on the counter, you're like, diamonds?
I need 2 diamonds.
Alright, I guess. Like, just, you gotta, like, you want them set in a ring? Like, you looking for, you...
No, I want them shoved up your ass. I wish I was there now.
This would be so much easier for you.
Like, you want them set in a ring, you want a necklace, or you just...
Can you pulverize them for us? That'd be cool.
That ain't like a... I'll see if I got a hammer in back, I guess. I don't know. Like...
So I'll go up to the counter and I'll be like, and like, you know, I've got like my spell book like hanging from my waist or whatever. I mean, it's obvious. I mean, it's obvious I'm a wizard. I'm like, it's just for spell components, man. We just need we need diamond powder.
Oh, okay, I got you. You're gonna need so you need 2 diamonds worth,
Yes.
right? Okay, I'm gonna need at least 100 more.
No.
Well, I can get you some diamond powder, but I don't know. You know, there's in fact like a service charge involved here. It's not like you dug this motherfucker up out the ground.
Do you have a spell?
Do you have a spell to the bird monk?
Andrew.
Oh, Andrew.
Or, I mean, intimidate him.
I mean,
You
I
guys
could, but I
No.
mean,
You also haven't had a long rest, so whatever spells you burned.
I don't really have any spells.
Yeah.
I mean, I have
Like he's just charging extra 100 for pulverizing them, right?
Well,
I mean, I could.
He's charging you 100 extra because it's a pawn shop and they charge more than.
And it's also like midnight.
yeah.
Like honestly, an extra 100 gold's not going to kill us. So I'm just be like, I'll just pull out like 100.
Okay.
You know, I don't know how.
You folks need anything else? Like you guys need because I got some other stuff.
Do you got any scrolls? Do you carry scrolls?
We got a container in back. I don't know what's back there. I'll have to look. I ain't looked in it for a while.
You mind bringing it out? Take a look through it.
Yeah, I'll bring it out. I'll bring it out when I get the other stuff out.
Sure.
Oh, Jesus, we're gonna get copyright infringement so hard, guys.
Mean to. That was the Google thing isn't copyrighted. I didn't do
I'm
anything.
sure it is, but
Well, I mean,
so
whatever I
he disappears in back, and
Jesus Christ! Why does it keep happening? Everyone just make loud noises until it stops happening.
So he goes in back. You guys hear
Rustling.
well, you hear rustling and then bow, bow, because you had to get it big. It's a fucking diamond.
Is he literally just
Is he
pulverizing
literally-
it back?
He's just hitting it with a big fucking hammer.
Punching it with his hands?
Okay.
No, he's just hitting it with a big fucking hammer. He had something hard to hit it on.
You did a gesture
Wow.
of your
That's like-
fist into
this
your
is-
hand.
I would like to yell him back. You can't pulverize a diamond with a normal hammer. If you don't have dust, just bring the diamonds out.
No, I got it. I can't figure it out yet. It's like Kraken.
It's like what?
It's like Kraken.
It's the Kraken. It's the Kraken.
It's like, yeah, I'm getting it.
Okay.
So
Mercy.
probably 10 more minutes, and he comes out and he hands you a little bag. He's like, "Here's your diamonds," and he puts a big container up on the thing, and in it's a bunch of scrolls in tubes already, or just kind of loosely rolled up in there. They're not labeled, but you can just pull them out and read suss it out. There are 1 second. Oh, come on. God damn you, internet. Okay, so there is a scroll of greater restoration in there, along with a couple of others.
You just randomly generate.
Yeah. A couple of other scrolls in there. Well. Oh, okay. Oh my god. Put your generators up ahead, Cotton Kids, if you're ever DMing things.
Yay for editing software.
There's a minor restoration. There's like a minor restoration scroll in there. A scroll of cure serious wounds. A scry scroll, and a detect thought scroll.
Okay.
Just calisthenics with it over there? Okay. Richard got a fancy hammer toolbox.
I took a picture.
It's actually pretty fucking sweet. Okay, so, but yeah, so that's what's in there.
I'm supposed to keep moving my shoulder.
Oh, that's fair, yeah. So, what are we doing anything here?
Are you buying these scrolls, or are you
No, just gonna get the greater restoration one.
haggle?
Okay.
How much is the greater restoration scroll?
It's 400.
400.
Mm-hmm.
We could just all kick in on it.
Yeah, no, we between the two of us, we probably have that because we got a ton of money from the Malik thing. So
He's already admitting to stealing money from the party.
yeah, exactly.
And you are in business.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
you're
do
a
have money.
businessman.
We're
Yeah.
fine.
Actually, it's been,
The rest
it's been
of
going
us
pretty
working
well.
on-
All the roles that we've
Yeah,
got.
what's his
Yeah.
name has been
Working
taking care of things.
Yeah,
He's a good bartender.
Political
Okay.
organization.
So yeah, he takes your money. He doesn't.
Like I'm not gonna argue with him too much. It's the
Yeah.
middle of the night.
Yeah.
This guy works at the pawn shop. It's not
You
a good
just
life.
pounded up your diamond.
He just pounded a diamond.
He's like, oh, all right then. Thank you, folks. If you if you ever need anything else, feel free to come on by.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Why don't you two head on back? I'm gonna hang out for a minute.
Okay.
Not ominous at all.
Excuse me, have you heard the good news of the nameless goddess?
Yeah.
I've
So,
just been
but
looking at
we'll
you.
head
and
back.
I feel like you need to hear the good news.
Are you gonna get your weird mask evaluated by a pawn shop?
What mask?
Or are you going to
The one I know
intimidate him into
about
giving
out of
half your money
character.
back?
This is a dude who works a middle of the night pawn shop in the bad end of town. There's very little you can do to intimidate him.
That's what I was like. I was like, look, this guy does not have
Yes.
he does not have a great life. I'm not gonna.
Okay, what are we doing here?
So hey, boss. You got any magic items you might be willing to part with?
I mean, I got some stuff in the back. You got, I mean, it just depends on what you're looking for, or...
I don't really know what I'm looking for.
Okay.
But I got an item that doesn't do me any good, and I need to trade it in on something more me.
Okay, yeah, we can probably work something out.
On another note, you're using a 3.5 generator, aren't you? Yeah.
Well, it was actually Pathfinder. Because it's the first one that popped up.
Basically the same.
He's like, yeah, I got some stuff in the back there. And okay, so like I guess he goes in the back and you hear him like kind of rustling around. He's well, what do you got? Because I think that'll help me narrow down what I need to bring out. So I'm not like I don't want to bring out like something shitty and insult you, or bring out like the the top of the line stuff. If you're just looking for something in the
I'm looking for something in the...
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but I got this helm that, comprehend languages, translates any spoken language.
Okay.
Does me no good.
All right, we might be able to work something out. So he comes out with 2 bottles, and then a belt and a broom.
Okay.
The broom's gotta be the broom.
And he's like, let me see that. Let me see the helmet here real quick.
Sure.
And you see him, and the tips of his fingers kind of glow like blue color, and there's like a light blue shade to his eyes. Like, okay, yeah, that's what you. Sorry, gotta check it.
Oh,
Gotta make
no,
sure,
no.
You can't believe how many people just bring in some old bullshit and tell me,
Oh,
so-
no. I totally believe you. I understand.
Yeah.
So, what has she got for me here?
Well, what I got here is what I got for you. So on the table is a potion of Hill Giant Strength,
Okay.
a potion of growth. What he tells you is the belt of the serpent, and he's like way into like this is the belt of the serpent.
Is this your snake
Alright.
belt again?
It's not my snake belt again.
Maybe this. Maybe this.
The snake belt again.
And then he's like, and a broom that flies.
Yeah, the potions, those are one shot. They're done.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, this growth potion, you get into a tough spot, like W's gonna take on twice as many guys.
No.
Hey.
Yeah.
He's got a working brain, that one.
No, it's really not going to work for me. I need something a little more lasting because,
Oh, that's fair. I understand. But the belt, this belt, like, I ain't had enough time with it to be able to do it. But when the guy brought it in, I just was all about it. And
all right, give me the pitch. What's this?
In the belt, and you look at it, and it's like a snakeskin belt, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a real nice belt. It's like the belt turns into a snake.
All right.
You like throw it out, and it's a snake, and it does stuff. that
Like a
you don't
snake,
do.
or like a snake.
Like
or...
he's pretty good. Like he's about the same size as the belt. Like it doesn't become more snake, but dude told me that it was poisonous. I didn't try that part out. I like not being poisoned or bitten by a snake, but he had the snake do all kinds of tricks. Like it was a real good snake.
Bounce a ball on its head, fetch things for you.
No, that's really not the kind of thing I'm looking for.
Well, the broom flies. That's pretty useful.
I already fly, dude.
You what? You got the bird dude in here. I understand that.
No, we left, but. Wait,
all
you
right.
have a fly spell now?
Yeah.
Nice.
Throw me Sorry, I had this fun idea.
Throw
of
you
him,
a what?
I've had
A
this fun
bone?
idea of him bringing back out a helmet and telling you that was some kind of helmet, and this is another helmet. But it's like throw me like a persuasion check or whatever the hell that skill is.
It'd be persuasion.
Awesome.
It would be
Yeah.
persuasion.
I'm getting there, guys. I'm learning how this game works.
23.
Oh, that's pretty goddamn good.
Well, thanks to the mask, I'm now proficient in persuasion.
Oh, that's true.
Are you still wearing the mask?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I see that you.
Do you have
well,
green face still?
No.
No. It's my looks like my face.
Oh, okay. I was still thinking of like the mask.
Mm-hmm.
No.
All right. I got two things for you.
All right.
I got. Let me give me just 1 second. So he goes back into the back, and he comes out with like a cloak and a metal rod.
Okay.
And he's like, all right. So this cloak. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, that's the wrong cloak.
I don't feel like a cloak goes with a trench coat very well.
See, that's what I'm.
It's a little
That's where I'm having
overkill.
trouble with.
Mixing genres.
Yeah.
Now, if it was an overcoat that did whatever the cloak does, that I'd be totally sold. I'd buy it right there on the spot.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know how people is with these sorts of things. It's like it's weird. It's made out of like a weird leather. Like it's very soft, very supple.
It's humans.
It's got like a little tail to it too.
Oh.
And he's like,
And
listen, this is
tiefling.
like the this is
Manta.
like you can put this on and basically you ain't gotta fucking care about water no more. Like you swim real good. You breathe the water. Like
Turn into a whale.
yeah. So there's that, and then also check this out. And he picks up the rod and he like puts his thumb on the end of it and lets go, and it's holding there. He's like, go ahead and grab it.
Grab the rod.
Yeah, pull on it. Give it a pull.
Okay.
You can't. Like it's just it's stuck there.
Yeah, I'm totally sold. I'll
Okay.
try it right here.
Okay.
Rod.
So
Yeah. No. I'd love that. magic
so
item.
the rod, it's not a straight up trade. The rod's a little bit more. I gotta turn a profit. I paid a little bit more than what I would typically
Doing the
play for
pawn
this
shop, guys.
thing.
Pawn shop,
This is
guys.
got a little bit more useful to it.
Give you $2.
Yeah. You got anything like? You got any other objects you want? Anything else you want to kick in? Or if you want, we'll just call it at like we'll just call it at probably like 100 gold would help me kind of keep things going because this is a lot easier to move than the helmet is.
Well, yeah, sure. I can see that at a point, but really, 100 gold. It's pretty stiff little.
Yeah.
How about let's call it 75.
Roll me.
22.
Jesus. Okay. So you seem like a good lizard guy. So yeah, we'll call it 75.
All right.
Yeah, it's a good condition helmet. You were good.
What's this thing called again? I've forgotten.
It's an immovable rod.
Immovable rod.
That's nice.
I love that thing.
So it
There's
shows
some-
you how to use it. You click the end.
So many things we could do with that.
Yep.
I just pulled up. I just re-rolled on the old list. We used before.
All of Malik's assets were liquidated.
All right. Well, thanks, man. Pleasure doing business with you.
He shakes your hand, and he goes back. Like he clears off the stuff off. He goes back. Like as he goes back, he's like, "Thank you for coming in. Feel free to come in anytime. You guys got anything you got to get rid of?"
All right. Just a thing. If at any point you got something that is more in the trench coat variety than the cloak variety, possibly got a little protection thing.
Hey, you got a number, or you got a
Yeah, here's
thing?
my
Yeah.
card.
Okay, he takes the card. He's like, "Yeah, I'll keep you in mind. I'll keep you in mind." Okay, so there you go. We tried to nod him off for something useful. Okay, so
Damn it.
so you get back to the thing. I had told you about the storage unit. If you guys want to go get a storage unit,
Yeah.
you can.
Actually, I want a big one, big enough for the rock, any other stuff, a couple of couches, and the van.
Big storage unit.
So I want a small warehouse is what I'm looking for.
Small warehouse. Okay.
That might be harder to
Is there
find.
rules for that in the
Oh,
book?
fuck no.
God fucking damn it.
In the
No, there is no easy storage U-Haul.
I can get
Just
you.
like there's no Uber.
That's page 152.
Or 2 garages next
Where's
to
the
each
DM
other.
where's the
Some
DMG?
version of D&D has definitely had rules.
Where's the DMG?
He's
That's
reading
actually
it.
what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a thing in the DMG about owning bars and stuff, and I can give you relative cost of what it costs me to run the bar,
Okay, and we'll turn
and then
that.
because it's really not that much.
My feelings are hurt.
Why?
Because I jumped across a chasm and fought a freaking crazy samurai ghosty.
She fought her own ghost dad.
And I helped. And then I gave her all my lay on hands. All of it. All my lay on hands points.
Oh yeah.
I laid hands on her real good.
Yeah. Well, you guys can get it. We'll determine cost of it later, so we don't have to spend a whole lot of time trying to like get down to the. You can get it. They're like, well, we can't. We can get you the facility, but we can't get it to you tonight.
Okay, that's good.
Like we've got a facility. We just got to get it like up and run, like ready and everything.
So we're sleeping
like-
in this warehouse.
But it's like, well, we can like in the meantime we can offer you like a large unit to put your stuff in for the time being if that's big enough.
Yeah.
It's just like we got the warehouse space we can rent you, but we don't got it.
We need to put this in a box. So,
Well,
So
we
these
have-
are not
we will
just
we will
out.
take them up on that offer
Okay, cool.
of a smaller thing in the meantime. Yes.
And they'll take a deposit. We'll call it call the deposit like they'll take like a 25 GP deposit
Sure, here you
for
go.
the night for this particular unit,
Mhm.
and it's like it's a good size storage unit.
It's a good size.
Yeah. You can't fit it. You can definitely fit the heart in here. Hell, you can probably back the van up into this room, but
Yeah.
Is this you?
What are you?
No. It's a good thought, but no.
No.
So, okay, so you guys can stash the heart.
Yep.
Okay.
If you wanted to get a crate, you could probably have to wait till tomorrow to get a crate, but you can get a crate.
No,
for
I'm just gonna sleep on top of the fucking heart. It's fine.
it. You still have a house.
I'm not going back to my house.
And I'm not going back.
You mean the place that's on my employee records?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go home. You all are welcome. You're welcome to come to my house with a couch and not a heart to
No,
sleep
I'm gonna
on.
stay here with the heart.
Me too. I'm not
You
going.
have work.
See, this is why
I'm not going. I'm
I'm
not going
calling
back
in
to
to work.
sleep
Yeah.
there. God, who knows what they're doing? Not me anymore.
Some stuff, probably.
Yeah, they're doing some
Things.
some nefarious daring do is what they're doing.
Various dairy beer. Okay, yeah. So, all right. So it's probably like after you guys finish all these adventures, it's probably at 2, 3 in the morning.
Okay, I'm gonna get up real early tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
Um,
So Cora's going to her own house.
is tomorrow
Seshmir's
Monday?
going to go to his own house.
Yep.
Is tomorrow Monday?
Tomorrow's Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Perfect
The-
day to call in
The
work.
day that Wyatt said was the actual deadline for this, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys were way ahead of schedule.
Yep.
Here, these are maintenance costs for various places that you could own. So that you can take that as a relative how much it costs to like rent out a single storage unit, even a big one.
Are you just gonna live here now, Tseer?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
I'll probably go home and collect some of my things at some point. But
Can't live in a storage unit. Where will
yeah,
you?
we're gonna have couches. It'll be fine.
Where will you poop?
You can stay at my apartment, Tseer.
Where will you poop?
Y'all can stay at the bar too.
Yeah.
He's a bird. He can just fly out, fly around the city, take a poop,
From
come
what
back.
I've noticed, they kind of just wherever.
Jesus. This is the racist episode. This
No,
is
it's
the back to your
accurate.
racist episode.
Have you cleaned them? It's fucking everywhere.
Clean the muse.
Look, guys, these are well-evolved birds. You see they can control themselves a little
Seer is,
better.
for one, very offended that you would even ask him that question. Just like, well, I never.
I just want you to have a
small
place to
warehouse
poop.
will be $300 a month.
$300
$300
a
a
month.
month.
All right. How
About
about
10 gold a day.
on 2
That's
storage
about,
units?
that's actually about right, 10 gold a day or so.
Yeah. So
If it's a big storage unit.
it is. Like I was assuming warehouse size, so I went with the inn.
Our
the rural-
side hobby
rural
needs to
inn.
start giving us full-time money.
Yep.
I mean, I do all right.
I don't do that good.
I'm happy for you.
You do good, but you probably don't own a whole second business.
No,
Yeah.
no. I think the last time I did all the rolls and everything, I made like 180 gold a month.
Yeah,
or
and
something.
also you paid Michael at some
No, it
point.
was like a week. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
So you got to pay Michael too. So that comes out of like I guess that's probably factored into
It was
cost.
factored into it.
Yeah.
There's an entire thing in there on how to.
I still have no idea what my salary is. Do I have a salary?
I just assume
My
you guys all
character
have
sheet
earned
says I
money in
get
some way.
2 gold a day for being a middle-class employee.
What? Don't worry about that. That's dumb. D&D economies make no sense anyway.
we can
so.
cover this
Yeah.
Yep.
as with our powers
you'll-
combined.
It's true.
I'm just gonna say. I'm just gonna assume you're gonna tell us if it's
Yeah.
an
That
amount
is-
of money we cannot currently cover easily.
That is only 60 gold between the 5 of you if you all chipped in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'll totally
Not
chip
bad.
in for that.
It's not bad.
And then there's Sahiri, who,
Yeah.
well, we're gonna give her a pass since she's rebuilding.
yeah.
Hashtag we will rebuild.
So Cora going to her house. Anyone going to Cora's house with Cora?
Oh, no problem.
Well,
I mean, if they don't want to, they don't have to. I just kind of assume they would.
Yeah, that's fine.
Who's going to the bar? Okay.
So Orin's going to the bar. Seshmir's going to his house, to his apartment. You're sleeping in a storage
In a
unit.
storage unit.
I can tell you from experience, they frown upon you sleeping in your storage unit.
Yes, they really do.
They shouldn't put outlets and carpet in there, though. All I'm saying, because like your storage unit, I could live in there. There are outlets.
This
Yes,
is like an
there are, so
outdoor
you can
set.
run like chest freezers and stuff.
Yeah.
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 So you both are sleeping in a storage unit.
Just
Okay.
me just for tonight.
Okay. So about 6 a.m., there's a bang on the door. It's like, hey, you can't sleep in here. Like, you're not allowed to listen. That's not part of the thing. This is not an
They
apartment. We are
can't
not
see in.
zoned.
They can't see in.
You can't shut the thing the whole way or you'll die in there. Trust me, you can't shut the garage door all the way.
No,
With two
you won't.
people sleeping in there, you'll maybe suffocate because there's no ventilation.
You're just
It's a thing.
arranging. You're just
Well, then we
arranging
just
stuff,
left
you
a
know?
crack.
They're not airtight, are they?
Yeah, pretty much.
They
Well,
kind of,
Like the
they kind of are.
vacuum
There's
of
not a whole lot of
space.
like.
they
there's
might
also-
as well be.
It's a concrete building with a big door, so you don't. With two people in there, listen, I've maybe slept in a storage unit.
It happens.
Yeah. Sometimes you're drunk and you don't want to go home to where your parents
Why
are.
did you get drunk in a storage unit?
No, I got drunk somewhere else and then slept.
You've
in
never
the
been to a storage unit party? I mean,
Yeah.
jeez. I thought that was just a
They're all
common
right.
American
So
experience.
yeah, basically, a guy comes in probably about 6
Must
a.m.
be
He's
a
like,
Florida
"Get out!
thing.
Yeah.
You gotta go! You can't sleep in here."
That'd be miserable.
Okay,
I think
he
it's
takes you
hot
out.
in Florida.
You were waking up
Humid.
early.
Yeah.
I'm going to go
How
stand
early?
on a nearby
Like 8.
roof.
Okay.
I'm getting up.
She's now a gargoyle.
I'm getting up early to call into work.
Okay. And then going back to sleep.
I mean, probably.
Okay.
I mean,
Hmm?
I'll stay up. I'm not
whatever you
gonna
wanna
wake
do.
up at like 4 in the morning and
Yeah.
call into work, but like
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna try and sound sick.
Okay. So yeah, okay, you wake up at
Yeah, I grab the van. I go buy a couch
okay.
and a frame that'll hold the tape, that'll hold the stone,
Okay.
and a table runner.
Okay. So
Does anyone have like mold? Do we have like mold?
Are you
earth or
dressing
anything?
the Raven Queen's heart up as a table?
Yes.
so you get those things. You get them from the fantasy thrift store.
Yep.
So it's like I've got a picture of the couch too. That's the perfect god awful couch. So you pick up this couch. It's brown,
Yeah.
it's brown leather.
Yeah.
It's actually in pretty good condition, all things considered. But it's brown leather. But the back is like brown and tan leather, checkerboard.
Ooh.
What?
I'm
Brian
sorry.
Or
has
bought
an
a
actual
couch.
picture.
Yeah.
I'm not orange Seshmir.
Seshmir.
Seshmir bought a couch.
Yep.
And Brian has an actual couch picture
Yeah, I've got this couch on my phone.
to contribute.
Yeah,
You know you can look at them all on a grid, right, and pick the one that is the couch.
there it is. Okay, yeah. This is the couch.
That's a really fugly couch.
That's
That's the fuggliest couch I've
Yeah.
ever seen. I bet it makes a real obnoxious squeak when you
It
sit
does.
down on
It's
it.
the worst.
And
It's
you
like
can't-
crinkly
and
and awful.
It's
not-
everything I dreamed it would be.
Yeah.
Don't sit
Yeah.
on it naked.
Yeah, you'll stick right to it. You'll never
you'll
get back up.
But how does that work when you're a lizard guy?
It does.
Dragonborn.
You don't actually stick to leather.
Really?
Yeah.
You just kind of
Uh,
are leather, I guess.
Oh, please don't make leather out of your friends.
So are they still at the
Well, the
storage
big
unit
problem
when
with
I
humans
show
is
up?
that we're like sweaty and oily and
so
stuff, and
when you
reptiles
show
are
up,
not.
Seer is on. Oh, you guys got kicked out of the storage.
I know.
You can't
Yeah,
say
okay.
that. So where did you go?
I am.
Seer is literally like standing on a building, just
Okay.
watching the storage unit.
I'm going to get Seer some food.
Okay.
And then I am going to do a slow breakfast at Tiffany's style walk
Mhm.
back through the city
Okay.
to Keeper headquarters.
Okay.
On the way, though, I want to keep an eye out for places that, say, have an apartment to rent or a room to rent
Okay.
or
You
just
can
really
find an
anything.
apartment, huh?
I'm gonna get an apartment, hopefully furnished.
Once we're like
Simply.
up, Odo and I will probably go back to the storage unit as well.
Okay.
While I'm alone in the storage unit, I move the couch in. I put the frame in. I get the heart into the frame. Put on a
Okay.
table runner and a couple of candles.
He can
Okay.
still see you. Just
No.
don't do
He's
anything
outside.
weird.
But yeah, they're like they told you like the night before, like they can get you a warehouse, but it probably won't be till Monday because they've got a place. They just got to get cleaned out and get it, ready
That's
for
fine.
move
That's
in.
good.
Because but so
Cool.
and then that deposit you guys paid was realistically it was a deposit on that place, and they gave you this kind of smaller storage unit because you're going to be paying them a lot of money.
Yep.
They're being nice, so didn't ask any questions on why you wanted to rent a whole warehouse
Nope.
in the middle of the night.
Nope.
This is like it's a good place for this sort of thing.
This is what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Which is why I went with the slightly more expensive option of things, but discretion comes at a price.
Don't look. Shut up.
So yeah, so it's still snowing.
Yeah.
It's still shitting cold outside. You get the storage unit. Is that all you need to do?
Yeah.
You gonna do anything about that?
About him putting the stuff in the storage unit? No.
No. Okay. Cool.
No, that's
You
cool.
gonna go hang out with Seshmir, I guess, for the rest of the day, or
Yeah, if you want to come hang out at the office, there's plenty of
they
room.
provide you. You guys can get a padlock for it. It comes complimentary with the
Well,
thing.
fuck, I'm
I still don't really
already
trust that for now. Like, I don't feel very secure at anything, so I just want to stand here and watch it.
Okay.
Like,
Now you can sit on the couch.
I can leave Jenkins here to keep an eye on the place. He'll let us know if there's any problems.
Yes, Jenkins is so trustworthy. That
I think I'd feel better if it were me too.
Okay. Whatever. You need a coat?
No, actually, I can't wear normal coats, but thank you.
Can I set the building on fire for you?
So,
I feel like that would be counterproductive.
I'm at the neighboring building. I assumed you were sitting on a neighboring building so you could
Yeah.
watch the door.
Yeah.
so
Let's draw as much attention as possible by causing a fire.
okay, so
another fire. Sahiri will shit herself.
so Tessa.
Sahiri was moving into
Yes.
that warehouse, actually.
This will be our new base of operations.
It'll be great.
So Tessa, you get back to. Were you going to your dorm room or what have you? Or what were you doing?
Well, the first thing that I want to do is find a room to rent, hopefully furnished.
You can probably find you a place. We'll suss it out. We'll suss out
Okay.
details later. But that's.
So I do that on my way,
Mhm.
and then I do go back to my dorm,
Okay.
get cleaned up.
Mhm.
Is anything weird?
No, it seems
The
like
flowers still there?
Did you put them in a vase?
Yeah.
Yeah, then yeah, they're still there.
Okay.
I mean, they would have still been wherever you left them. I guess I need to preface that. It's
I
not
mean,
like
they
were gonna run
didn't.
away out
They
of the
didn't
vase.
burst into flames or send poison
Your
darts all
juju.
over the room or anything.
No,
did they?
they're still
No.
flowers. Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna kind of look at him real sad.
Oh.
And then I am going to go. I'm going to make an appointment with, the head honcho, whatever his name is. I forget his name.
Hold on a second. I've got it here.
Father, whatever his name is.
Um.
Well, there's 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
Mother knowledge, father. Father logistics.
Mm-hmm. So, Leaf McRibbon. Sorry, one of my random name generators is like Father Leaf McRibbon. Okay,
All right.
so the one that you know, the one that you work directly with is like Father Avery or Father Commander Avery Flanagan.
Okay. I want to
Um,
make an appointment with the father commander.
Okay, yeah. So you can. It'll be like or like he's actually it's like I guess you show up at his office and it's like he's free for like the next hour or so if you want to just go on in. He's doing some paperwork or whatever, but you can probably talk. If
Okay.
you want to talk, like, talk to him if something else is up. I don't know, but there's nothing on the schedule for the next hour or so.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay.
It says secretary cleric. Like,
It's the secretary cleric. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna go in.
Clerical
I'm gonna sit
cleric.
down.
okay, he comes. He's like, hello, hey Tessa. He's just like got papers on his things, little glasses, like this noise, and
Like
he's-
down on his nose.
yeah, and he's like, hello Tessa. If you have a seat.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. How are things?
I have been better.
Okay.
Um,
This is still about all the. Are we having issues with all the other stuff again?
I mean, define the other stuff.
Well, I mean, I know you were like previously when you were feeling dissatisfied with like your position. It seemed like everything was going well there, but I don't is everything okay? Like, is that
No.
okay?
No, everything's not okay.
Okay.
Because I know about the secret warehouse.
Secret. Okay.
This is where they lock her up, and our next mission is to go get her.
And start rolling up another character.
Yeah. So, Father Commander Flanagan, did you shut the door on your way in?
No.
Okay. Clerics don't get Mage Hand, do they?
Mm-mm.
Seeing as it says Mage Hand.
I do not believe they do.
Okay. I was gonna coolly close the door. So he gets up and he goes and closes the door, I guess. It's like, so I'm gonna need you to run that back just a smidge.
No, I don't think that you need me to run it back because I think that you know what I'm talking about. And then I'm going to pull out from somewhere, probably my bodice, I don't know, a letter of resignation and get up and walk out the door.
And he takes the letter, he's like, listen, I'm going to hold on to this, Tessa. If you ever want to maybe discuss the situation, that's fine.
Do you have anything to say? I mean, is there really anything to say about the situation? There were ghosts down there. Ghosts. There were ghosts. What are you people doing with ghosts?
Did you tell him everything?
They're not.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, for one, they're not. I did not know that there were ghosts down there.
There are ghosts down there.
Well, that's not good.
No.
We'll try and suss that out.
No, it's fucking
Like,
not good at all.
What I am terribly confused about is how you went in and came back out.
It was easier than you would think. Maybe you need to look into your security. Also, that's a problem.
No, you don't understand. I don't think you quite understand. How did you physically withstand being in that place?
We stood there on our feet.
Is there supposed to be some kind of a secret? Because it was real easy.
I sauntered her.
I can't. It takes the only people who generally have access to that
It's right here.
to that facility are myself and the other commanders, because we can withstand the general assault on the senses that place is.
I mean, it was weird, but
It was a little bit weird, but I was fine.
And he sits back down in his chair. So what you're telling me is that you just walked into it.
Yeah, I did.
The door just opened.
Well, I mean, it was under a floor.
Well, yes. I'm aware of that part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We found the facility when we were breaking ground for the new, what would have been a new campus.
Yeah, we didn't have to do anything.
kind of hard to establish a campus when there's like.
I feel like we just opened the. I don't think we had to do
We
it.
didn't
I don't
do anything,
remember.
we just-
Didn't.
We just walked in.
It was literally
We cut through the floor,
open.
we opened the door, we walked in.
I will not be a party to this kind of negligence.
And that's how the whole party was killed, guys.
We thought we had assassins after us before, but boy howdy.
Make a will save.
Alrighty. This is gonna
Or
suck.
wisdom save.
Just straight wisdom.
Yep.
13.
Cool. You feel compelled.
Oh.
And he goes, have you ever had any dealings with a being beyond this plane? You have to tell the truth. You are compelled to tell the truth. to this question.
Which truth?
Truth
do I-
as she knows it, or truth as
yeah.
as exists.
Truth as it exists.
Well, I mean,
Have
she
you-
doesn't know things. She might not know.
That's not what he's
He doesn't
asking.
know things.
He asked you, have you ever had any contact with a being that is not of this plane of existence?
I worship the Raven Queen.
No, you're compelled to tell the truth. So whatever you think the truth is in this situation.
I
Yeah.
worship the Raven Queen,
Mhm.
who is a being from beyond this plane of existence.
No, have you ever had any direct face-to-face
Did we- is
contact
there something I'm missing?
with a
Because I
being
didn't know.
from not this plane of
did we do
existence? Had a conversation with
Yes,
them
but I
or
mean,
any
like, so
sort
she
of-
doesn't
yeah.
know that.
I had a weird dream.
Tell me about that dream.
Right.
And you just entered into the temple.
Well, the dream came after that.
That's fair. That's not what I asked. You entered into the temple.
That was a temple down there?
This guy's real bad at interrogation for being
Was it a temple?
You're in a zone of truth right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
but I thought that it was a warehouse. I didn't know it was a temple.
Yeah.
Is it
No,
a
you're
temple?
confusing player here, and you're not confusing character.
Oh, yeah.
We're all confused here.
Yeah. What?
Oh,
He just
cool. The
called it a
warehouse was a
temple.
temple. Nice.
I go into lots of temples. I worship the Raven Queen.
You went into the facility and it was not locked.
It was not locked.
And you were able to just walk through there and you were not disoriented, experienced any sort of like extremely debilitating vertigo, heard any weird voices.
No. There was a weird circular room that felt a little funny, but other than that, no.
Now he's realizing he should ask a different question. Why did you go into the facility?
Does she get to make repeated saves against this?
I don't think that's how Zone of Truth works.
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
I
We've used
can't-
it so many times.
You've
you should
used
know.
it in the past, and I can't remember how you've done it in the past.
I was under the impression you make one.
I think you did
Yeah.
just make one.
Yeah.
I know we've used
Well,
this like
I
5
It
think-
times.
doesn't work
now.
for. It doesn't.
When we
last
did it
for
with
a
the
very long
hyena
time.
dude, he just saved once and
Yeah.
lost, and then we just asked him
Yeah.
what we wanted.
Yep. Until the spell ends. Yep.
Okay.
Also,
Duration's a minute.
it's a charisma saving throw, not a will saving throw. But
Oh, was it a charisma saving
Yeah,
throw?
let's go back then. I guess.
Well,
I'm
I
sorry.
could just add my charisma save to the
number
to
zero.
the number, which would make it a 16.
Oh, you didn't make it anyway.
I still didn't
Yeah.
make it. Okay.
So.
So why did I
Why
do
did
it?
you go into the facility?
A friend of mine was being blackmailed by
Okay, I've got 10 minutes on this, so yeah.
A friend of mine was being blackmailed by Wyatt, whatever the fuck his last name is. And
McHot.
he wanted this thing. So
You can't say this
Literally
thing.
on fire.
he wanted lot number blah blah blah, whatever the lot number was. And so I helped my friend to research what that was. And as we kept discovering things about secrets within this organization, I felt like maybe it was worth my time to find out exactly what the heck is going on here. So I helped them without the intent of giving this item to anybody. And that's exactly what I wound up doing.
He sits there for a moment, being very quiet, thinking, like, seems to be thinking of a thing.
Then he disintegrates you.
No, you can't do that.
No, he's a cleric. He can do much worse things.
Sort of a cleric.
Sort of a cleric? Is that what you said? Sort of a cleric? He's also the devil. Sorry, y'all. I just destroyed the plot. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
But
fine. Yeah, it happens.
that's what Tessa
Turns out
would
he's
do.
Or you progressed it really quickly.
Hey, I'm okay with these options.
That's what Tessa would do, guys.
Guys, can we just go to the fucking fair now?
Look, the carnival's over. Like, that was a one-day thing.
No, it wasn't. It lasts the whole week.
Yeah, it lasts for 2 weeks. The week before candle nights and the week after candle nights.
You know, for you to go.
You can get a
going.
wristband for $20, and you think I don't know?
Go through haunted fairy houses.
Okay, so that's not gonna do what I want.
I don't know why you felt like you needed to cast Zone of Truth on me. This is not something that I'm going to try to hide from you.
I needed to. You should not have been able to just walk in there.
Well-
That is part of the reason that we use that facility for deep storage. When we found it, we couldn't get rid of it.
Why are you even storing that shit in the first place? Why not destroy it?
It's harder. You can't destroy some of those objects. Like the building that they're stored in, we couldn't get rid of it.
What is the building that they're stored in?
It is some kind of weird temple.
Thanks for the clarification. Wow, I'm really, that just opens up my eyes.
a great hideout.
It's great.
Just clear all them ghosts. It is a building that we couldn't even, for the longest time, we couldn't even physically enter. And then once we got past the door, we couldn't physically step into without.
When did any of this happen?
It was about when we broke ground on the facility. It was about 5 years ago, and we discovered the entrance.
Great.
Previous to that, we had a deep storage facility where we kept objects of their immense power that we couldn't destroy, but we also couldn't let into the hands of the public.
So, why are people going down there so seldom to check on these objects of extreme might and potency that you don't know that there are ghosts?
Well, we've never experienced any undead while in there.
Also a weird disappearing void room.
You're not there.
I know I'm not, but like there were 2 other items. Well, there's one other item in that building that presumably can't be reached anymore.
There is, there is a third item. There's the
the room
desecrated
where it
items.
was, it disappeared behind us.
I mean, it probably didn't disappear. It just likes to change. The floor plan likes to change.
Oh, that's great.
It's
I'm not saying I understand it.
Are we?
Look, if we clear the place out,
Look.
it's the best space ever. I know.
I mean, are we done here? I don't know. You broke into a highly secure facility, got information that you weren't supposed to have access to, broke literally every protocol we have, probably.
And I feel like I've done you an immense service in showing you the huge gaps in your security plan.
She was white.
When some dumbass like me, who all she knows how to do is look pretty and swing a sword, can just waltz in.
Also, break-in is a very loose term.
Says the hacker who
We
hacked
didn't
into the FBI
break in.
website.
Yeah, but technically we cut our way in.
It really wasn't much of a break-in. I mean, we just kind of.
The thing is, the door doesn't just open. Like, that's why there's no lock on it, because it's locked. Like, it doesn't let... You have to have an immense force of will to even be able to open the door, then move through the
That's a
facility.
good compliment.
Would you like to visit the site with me?
Oh. No.
I'll take you on a tour.
Here's what I'm going to do. You are to be confined to your quarters.
No.
That's not really. This wasn't a request. Tessa, I will take you there myself if I have to.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Isn't that a festive idea?
You don't have all of us there to back you up. We barely survived Wyatt.
On what grounds are you confining me to my quarters?
Insubordination. Massive, ridiculous, crazy insubordination.
I mean, no one actually
Fair.
told me
Little
not
fair.
to do this.
I mean, is it actually written down somewhere?
There's not so much as a no trespassing sign anywhere in
Yeah,
the place.
they would actually have to have they'd have to admit its existence to tell people not to go there.
Yep.
Look,
It's like Area it's like Area 51.
Yeah.
Although I'm sure they at least have signs a
I
couple
have
miles around the
dedicated
facility.
my entire,
more like Warehouse 13.
short though it is
Yeah.
at this moment, life to your cause. I feel like I have pretty good reasons to feel disillusioned with what is happening in this organization. I did you a favor. Did I intend to do you a favor? No, I intended to do my friend a favor. But what I wound up doing was showing you that this is a problem. Do you really blame me for being angry that I went into a keeper's facility and found undead?
Listen, I'm not super happy about that part either. But you're going. Listen, the fact that you have generally been a dedicated and loyal soldier is the reason I'm not going to just put you into a cell. Like, this is not a conversation. This is not a negotiation. Like, you are not walking out of here. You're not walking out of this office and onto the street, especially with the information that you've acquired for yourself. So, you will go back to your quarters, or I will make you go back to your quarters.
Fine. I guess I'll go back to my quarters and you'll have to explain to everybody why this high-profile person is confined to her quarters.
I believe I can maybe handle a PR spin.
Oh, good luck. You handled security really well. Let's see how you do this.
Yeah. And he stands up and walks to the door and he yells to two people. He's like, escort Miss Blackmore to her quarters.
I think I can find my way, but if you all just want to tag along, I guess that's fine. And I will sashay out.